Is that it, or is that the sail? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's it. See the clear slot coming in?
Yeah, yeah.
Got the clear slot, and then that's the lowering right there. So see right there.
Cool, man.
It did happen. I'm in Florence, South Carolina with an enhanced risk for severe weather. Fast-moving supercells and tornadoes are going to be the main threat for far northeastern South Carolina, eastern North Carolina, possibly even up into southeastern Virginia. And all of this low-level jet is responsible. The low-level jet is forecast to intensify greater than 70 knots here east of the central and southern Appalachians, east of a front that is blasting off to the east as well. That's going to bring a squall line that's going to surge across the central Carolinas off to the east, back behind this. But an earlier mode is going to be a prefrontal cluster of supercells, renegade supercells that'll be moving at speeds of up to 50 miles an hour. Those will likely develop by early to mid-afternoon, making landfall near the Cape Fear area down through Myrtle Beach at around 2 p.m., 2 to 3 p.m. And those supercells are going to race off to the north-northeast at speeds of up to 50 miles an hour, likely with a tornado threat. And because that low-level jet just above the ground is going to be strengthening to greater than 70 knots by late this afternoon, that's going to elongate those photographs just enough to develop a substantial tornado threat despite these very meridional storm motions. The storm motions are going to be north-northeast. Those dominant supercell storms are going to peel off to the right just a little bit, and that's going to squeeze out quite a bit of low-level storm relative helicity, maybe in excess of 300 meters squared per second squared here across northeastern South Carolina through eastern North Carolina. My plan is to target the Wilmington area this Christmas Eve in anticipation of this substantial tornado threat. The Storm Prediction Center has upgraded this area to an enhanced risk with tornado probabilities of 10% already, and that's because of that very strong low-level shear with that low-level jet surging just above the ground and increasing through the day, eventually reaching speeds of over 70 knots just above the ground. Meanwhile, those surface winds are going to back to just a little bit out of the southeast, and that's going to be just enough to really ramp up that low-level wind shear. So I do expect to be in chase mode here through the eastern Carolinas starting in the next couple of hours.